Okay, so welcome everyone again to today's section. So today I'll be teaching us, and some of us will be sharing how we made our first sale and how we made our first sale. So how I made my first sale on LAP on Lenofix. How did I achieve that? Okay, so I'm going to be sharing that with us. So the first thing you need to do, which I know I've talked about in our previous section, was the moment you log into your LAP, the first thing you need to do is to go through your bonus courses. Your bonus courses prepare your mind. It prepares your mind on the journey ahead. Now, after your bonus courses, the first course you need to study is the 2MI48. For those of us that joined this organization to learn skill and make money. But for those of us that joined just for the skill, then go straight to 30 GIC. But if you want to seek for my opinion, don't rush straight to 30 GIC, because some things that we talked about in 30 GIC will still make you confused. So why don't you go back and start 2MI48? After 2MI48, you move to WhatsApp group. After WhatsApp group, you go to your 30 GIC. After 30 GIC, you can now continue with others. Make your choice as you go. Okay, so now, how did I make my first sales from LAP? After listening to Sam Harvard setting the goals, how to set a goal, making that our goal now is 4 sales for the month. I started LAP February. So that month, I told myself, February, I'm going to make my 4 sales. I set my goal. So I was intentional. Listen, I was intentional in practicing as I learned. While I was watching the video, I was listening. I was paying attention. I was practicing. So the first action step was to create a broadcast list. Let me log in with my phone so that I can show you guys. I think my laptop is a little bit slow. Okay, so let me give myself access. I think my phone will make the teaching faster. While it's speaking the most. Okay, so I'm in with my phone right now. So the first thing we have to do to start making money is this. You go to your WhatsApp. If you don't have a business WhatsApp, create one. Now, you can make a choice to keep your personal WhatsApp separate and your business WhatsApp separate with a different phone number. Okay? But you can decide to convert your personal WhatsApp to what? To a business WhatsApp. So the choice is yours. How do you get a business WhatsApp? You go on Play Store and download business WhatsApp. In the process of installation, they'll ask you which phone number do you want to use. Now, if you want to use a different phone number, you input a different phone number. But if you want to convert your personal WhatsApp to your business, you now put the same number. Now, this is my personal WhatsApp. This is my personal WhatsApp right here. Now, I went and I created my business WhatsApp. This is my business WhatsApp. Okay, you will see at the top, business WhatsApp. Now, this is my personal WhatsApp. So knowing fully well that I'm going to use this business WhatsApp for LAP, I have about 3 business WhatsApp in different phones because I have different intentions for them, which I'll tell us much later. Okay, so this is my personal WhatsApp. From my personal WhatsApp, I created a broadcast list. That is why Sam Harvard said, follow simple instruction. If you can follow simple instruction, just like Abraham followed God's instruction and left home, and made him father of all nations, trust me, you'll be making money in this business. Okay, so I followed the instruction of creating a broadcast list. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, these are my broadcast lists. If you look at the name, the first one is saying First Men Broadcasting, where he said we should separate the contact of men from women. So I told you guys I have over 6,000 broadcasts, over 6,000 contacts. So now, this is my women list. This is my second men list. This is my third men list. How do you create a broadcast? Let me show us how to create a broadcast. You go to this 3 dotted line here. You click on it. You see where they say new broadcast. You click on new broadcast. Then you select all the women, if you are selecting women or men. Now, when you're done selecting, if it gets to 256, that's the maximum for one broadcast. You click on this good sign. Don't click on this sign if you're not done selecting, because this is the only opportunity you have to must select. Because once you click on this good sign and your broadcast is not filled, you'll be warranted to do it one by one, which is stressful. So when you're creating your men or women broadcast, you make sure you finish selecting one before you click here. So when you're done and click here, your broadcast needs to be created. Now, when it's created, you can now name your broadcast list. So you choose how you want to name it. Personally, I named my own first men broadcast list, second men broadcast list, third men, first women. So that is how I named my own. So now, let me open my first women broadcast list. So let me scroll. I don't disturb these people anyhow, because when you disturb them on a daily basis, you are spamming them and they will pick offense. Some of them will report you to WhatsApp and will block you. Okay, so the first thing I said hello. Now, do you see how I'm cutting the messages? If you can screenshot so that you can duplicate what I did. I said hello, I put a smiling emoji. Good evening, ma, because that broadcast list was for women. How are you doing tonight? I trust you had a great day. I paused. When I sent the first sentence, when I said I trust you had a great day, I paused. I didn't send. I allowed 2 minutes to pass so that they can reply. And when they are replying, please don't open their reply, because the reply will be plenty. Do not open it if you know you're not ready to start replying them. Don't open. If I'm you, my advice, don't open their reply yet. Let them be replying. So after 2 minutes, I now sent, fantastic, that's amazing. To their mind, I've replied them. I've not opened their message. I now say, fantastic, that's amazing. That's if for those that replied. Then after 4 minutes, I now sent, well, there is this event that is coming up on Saturday, and I have a flyer, and I thought that you could help me share it with people that could be interested in your audience or your contacts. I sent it. Immediately, I followed it up to another message. I said, okay, so that I now said, okay, so that they can take advantage of this offer that I have. Below is the detail. I told them what it's all about using that Sam Harvard's banner picture. So you can use any of the pictures. Then I now sent the link. I now say, click to receive the link for the webinar on Saturday at 8 p.m. What am I doing? Because this is my personal WhatsApp, I'm directing them to my business WhatsApp. But if you are doing this on your business WhatsApp, just target, maybe when you are done sending this message, you can give them space, maybe by Friday or Saturday morning, you send them the link to attend. But if you want to direct people from a different place to your business WhatsApp, you put your business WhatsApp link. So now notice, ladies and gentlemen, my link, I was still learning. I put my normal WhatsApp link. I did not change it. I did not rebrand it. I now said, click to watch a 30-minute video summary of what the event is all about. I now put my Lenoflix affiliate link. That time I did not have funnel. You see, I'm showing you guys how I started. I was applying what I was learning and I was growing in the process. I didn't know how to do WhatsApp rebranding, so I copied my normal business WhatsApp link. I didn't know about funnel. No, I knew about funnel, but I didn't have money as of then. I didn't have spare cash to do funnel. I used my affiliate link. So later, when I got my funnel, I now said, you can also click on our website. I now said, you can click for your registration after watching the video. I now put my registration link. I now said, click to my YouTube channel. You can also click to my YouTube channel. What did I do? I went and downloaded Sam Harvard. There was this presentation Sam Harvard did on a Saturday. I downloaded it and I uploaded it on my YouTube, which was even a waste of time, but it's wonderful because it attracted people to my YouTube channel because I'm using it for email marketing. And that's another thing I'll teach us. Email marketing. Let me write this down. Email marketing. How to follow people up on their email. So please, if you want to know more about email marketing, everybody, I just posted my funnel in our group. I just posted my funnel in our group. So to learn email marketing, click on my funnel to follow through on what I'm doing. So everyone, click on my funnel. You know, when you click on funnel, it will take you to where you have to put your email address. Eh? So once you put your email address and phone number, it's okay. You keep receiving my email. So some of you that came in here through me, you must have people like Vicky. I know you're receiving my emails now every day. Every day, I've written up to 16 and 18 days email. My goal is to write up to 365. So you'll be receiving my funnel so that you can be studying what I'm doing. That funnel is what is being sent to people that have sent their email to me. Okay, so let's continue. Now, this thing I did was when I was still JJC, day one. Okay, so I now said this webinar is a special meeting. Now, notice when I sent this banner, I followed up with the necessary links. I now have to explain what it's all about. I said this webinar is a special meeting with a mentor. Just imagine if all you will ever invest to make an extra 1 million naira monthly is 30 minutes to learn the secret. Would you invest your 30 minutes? If yes, I have got good news for you. This special case study exactly will show you exactly how any Nigerian can earn over 1 million naira. Now, this is the message I sent. I now left my affiliate link there. And I'll say, thank you, I appreciate. Now, what's the goal in everything I sent them? My goal is for them to help me, for them to please help me copy the banner and copy the link and upload for me on their status and share with their friends and family. Now, it's also going to make them, if they are interested, they should click on the link to know more. Now, this was my first broadcast to both men and women. So when it comes to men, instead of me to say hello, ma, I say hello, sir, or I say baba. Now, this method, I'm going to screenshot and send to us. Now, that's the first one. I made a lot of mistakes here. But in my second broadcast, after 5 days, after 1 week, the following week, I have to send another one. Now, notice, look at what I did. Good morning, ma. How are you doing tonight? Or how are you doing today? I think I made a mistake. Hope your night was well spent. I gave some minutes for them to reply. I now said, we can upload to our IG, Facebook, WhatsApp status. I now pointed this picture. Now, wow, you know what I'm doing? I didn't use exactly what Sahaba said because I already have, I used to be, I'm a network marketer. So I've been in business for the past, how many years? For the past, I've been in the business world for the past, let's call it 18 years. So I already know how people think. So I decided to do some tweaking. Now, I now posted a picture and I said, using this banner, then post these two right now. Because I noticed the first work I did, many of them did not post. So I thought my messages were too much. They didn't understand. So the following week, I now posted it. And I said, please post this banner and this write-up. If they say yes, then please give your people this link. Thank you, I appreciate you. So I gave them the banner. I told them they should post the banner for me together with this write-up. And when they post this write-up, they should also post the next write-up having my WhatsApp link. So that when someone sees the banner and read what the banner is all about, they will now click on the link to come to my WhatsApp. So this was the second broadcast I did that was, instead of attaching too much links that will make people confused. This is the second broadcast I did. Now you can ignore to send this third one and copy your link and ask this message. I think it will make it easier. Okay, so that was the second thing I did. Now, though it wasn't perfect, I was receiving responses, but I knew it wasn't perfect. So along the line, while you are practicing, you'll be tweaking, you'll be asking questions. So this is where I did the perfect broadcast. The third week, you can see this is 28th February. This is almost the ending of February. When I've studied, I'm almost done learning 12 my 48. I was almost done. Then with the lots of what I learned, I have to do a third broadcast the third week. So now this is what I said. Good morning. Wish you had a powerful week. Good morning. Wishing you a powerful week ahead. Hope you and family are doing great. Mama, please, can you help me with something? I pause. I gave them 10 minutes before many of them were like, okay, what is it? Okay, what is it? I pause. I didn't open their message because it's when I'm done with everything, then I'll go back and start opening message. I pause. Now, the advantage of broadcast is one message you send, all of them, 256 of them will receive at the same time. I see you're talking to them one. I now pause. After 10 minutes, I wrote a simple copy to invite some people for a special business buffet with a business growth expert. I don't know if it's attractive enough. You see what I'm doing? I'm making them feel so important to help me for them to give me an address. And I said, please, I will be more than grateful to get your honest opinion. I now waited for another 5 minutes. Many of them was like, okay, send a copy. I want to see the copy. Okay, send a copy. After 5 minutes, I now said, if all you will ever invest to make an extra 1 million, I now sent this copy. And look at what happened. At the end, I put my Autoresponder link. But I made a mistake. I shouldn't have put my Autoresponder link. I should have put my WhatsApp link, my rebranded WhatsApp link, so that people will come to my WhatsApp. But do you know why I put my phone on there? Because at that point, I've not done WhatsApp growth ads. So I didn't know how to rebrand. I didn't know how to do automation. See, Honey has not taught us this thing before. It was in the month of March they taught how to do autoresponders. But now you guys have autoresponders. So instead of putting your Autoresponder, put your rebranded WhatsApp link that you've already set that have automation, that have autoresponders. So that when they click on it, it takes them to your WhatsApp. And when it takes them to your WhatsApp, this is the autoresponder they receive. Let me use Vicky, for example. This is Vicky when she started. Vicky, immediately she saw my ad, she clicked, and now many of you may not know how to do this thing yet, but when you start your WhatsApp growth app, you learn this one. Or maybe you see how they thought that it is. So this is autoresponder. This message, I'm not the one that is the robot that sends it. So you can copy this message as your autoresponder. You can screenshot. Glad you made it here. I'm Eminent Augusta. Edit your information, your personal support coach, and I'm asking them their name. Kindly save my contact and click on this link for your free registration to gain access to special bonus worth 6,300. This I know will attract them to register. Why do I want them to register? So they can enter their details. So that even if they don't get started, I'm selling my secret now. So that even if they don't get started immediately, at least they register with my link. So whenever they want to register, it's still under me. Because there are a lot of people in the world. So how do you penetrate and dominate and grab people's attention and have your markets? So I put my words. The first link on our dashboard, I put it here. I now say save this contact and register with the link above to get started. Now, when they register, after entering their details, it will take them where they have to make payment. Once they see the payment, they'll run out. They'll come and start asking, I'm done. They are not expected to pay, but that is the only way I can get their details registered in the database of the company under me. Now, why am I telling them to save my contact? Because when they save my contact, they will be able to see my status. Now, if they don't save my contacts, when I'm doing all the posting I'm doing on my status, they will not see. And the intention of me posting on my status is to give people value and to follow them more. So I get people to save my status. A lot of people start smiling, this is what she did. I remember when she was saying, I think I even said it to Vicky. So I now say type done when to proceed. So once they type done, the second message will appear. So sometimes, okay, like this one, the second message already appeared. But when she answered her, when she gave me her name and said done, the second message appeared. Now, the second message will now lead them to my funnel for them to watch the video fully. And from there, people that want to make payment will make payments immediately. People that watch and still have questions, you see how Vicky asked me. People that have questions will come back to me to talk to me. I have watched the video, but I don't have the 50K. That was how I started talking with 50K. I now said, like, this is when I started talking. All this while is Vicky and robots that have been working, that have been dealing, but she didn't know. So this was when I now responded. I said, nice meeting with Vicky. I am Augusta. Which of the skills are you interested in? Now, this is a closing skill. I didn't go straight to ask her to deal with this problem. I asked her, what do you like best? Which of the skills? She told me. So that was when I now used the closing skill of, okay, you don't have 50,000 now, and you don't have any business, you don't have any job. Raise 12,500. So I can start with the basic. Look at Mr. Chegu. He started with basic, and now he has upgraded to VIP. Why? He used what he learned in semi for. He's going to share his story to make his first sale, and he upgraded. Okay, so that is it. So that is the intention. So now, whenever I create a content, once in a week, I can share with that broadcast. But at a point, whenever there is a carousel being given, those my broadcast men and women, I share with them. It's my way of giving them value. Okay, it's my way of giving them value. This self-affirmation, I think I have to share it with us in our group. For those of us that came newly. Let me share it with us. Yes. Okay, so I started giving them value. What I was doing, once in a week, I give value to that broadcast. But at a point, I stopped because I know that all of them will be watching my stats. But whenever there's a value like this carousel, those of us that will be receiving things like this. Whenever you receive, always ask questions so that I can put solution. Okay, so whenever there's a carousel, I share with them. I move on. Whenever I have a great value to give, I share it with them. Like this training I had this evening, WhatsApp, I'm going to share it with them. It's my way of giving them value without asking them for anything. Now, when I do this, they come to my business WhatsApp, and that is where I now interact with them. During any time, when they come to my business WhatsApp, notice when I was done with Vicky, the moment I came to talk to Vicky, when I was free to talk to her, after my autoresponder have told her she has confirmed that she saved my number, the first thing I did was to save Vicky's number and add her to my active prospect list. Now, on my on my business WhatsApp, I created a broadcast list. See them. I name it Lenoflix Prospect. Now, these are broadcasts. You can name your own LAP or Lenoflix Active Prospect Group. Now, these are group where these are broadcasts, not group, but it's a broadcast where I put interested people that have shown interest that they are interested in this, they want to know more. I put them in this broadcast. This is the second. I have third. I have three. Now I have over 500 persons that are already interested since February I started. Okay, so when anybody that shows interest that comes to my GM on my business WhatsApp that shows interest, immediately I add them to my broadcasting. So some of you that have advanced, you want to know the kind of messages I used to send to my broadcast, you can indicate. I can add it to my broadcast so that you will see the messages I used to send to my active LAP prospects so that you can be duplicating. But please, when I send, I'm sending with my personal information. So read and know where to remove my information and put your own. Mr. Chehu made a mistake by sending my link to his people, which is wrong. And his people started calling. In fact, one even registered with me. But thank God I was able to resolve it. Now, when you see me send a message, please make sure where I put my link, remove my link and put your own. Where I put anything in my name, remove my name and put your own. Okay, so if those of you that are interested, you can send me a DM. I can add it to my broadcast list. Now, let me show you what I do in my broadcast list for active LAP prospects. People that have already shown me interest. So this is my business WhatsApp. People that have shown me interest. Now, this is what I do. Every Friday, I excite them. I used to create content already before now on YouTube. So I created a content, Why Do Men Fail? I posted it to them. It's my way of giving them value. Now, I now show them some people's evidence. I shared on Friday, which is payout day, people used to withdraw money, then I've not started making money. So I used to copy the pictures of those of you that are on LAP family Telegram group. I copied the picture. Now notice it's not every day. On Friday morning, I copied the picture and I sent them. But at a point, I was like, it's not making sense because some of them were complaining. So I just focused on my WhatsApp. So, but I used to send people's testimony and even my testimonial once in a while. So this is where I now taught them. This was when I was practicing selling WhatsApp course, as in just WhatsApp as a course to them. Now, every Friday evening, I get them prepared for Saturday business meeting. Then Saturday morning, I get them prepared for Saturday night business meeting. Then Saturday night, the 30 minutes before time, I get them prepared. For example, this is a Saturday business meeting. I sent the picture. I said, don't miss this tomorrow. I now sent the link. People that miss it, I'll send them the record. So this is what I do. But I also do a follow-up message. Now, what do I do to my active LAP prospects? Number one, on Sunday or Monday, I send them a message. In fact, on Sunday, is either I send them a message, how are they doing? I wish them happy week, or I leave them to rest on Sunday. I won't talk to them on Sunday. On Monday, I send them a message, how are you doing? How is family? We only want me your contacts. How is work? Hope all is going well. I wish you a great week. I won't talk again. Tuesday, I'll send them a follow-up message. Follow-up message are messages to send them to follow them up based on the meeting they attended on Saturday, to get many of them to make decisions to get started. So these messages, I'll also be sharing my personal follow-up message reports on our group. Any message I post and I say share to your active broadcast LAP prospects, just know that that's the message. Now, this is a follow-up message. This is an example of a follow-up message I sent on a Tuesday. So when I make my own personal money, I make money and I withdraw, I receive alerts, I share testimony. So remember, I share achievement, I share lifestyle, I share value. But inside the broadcast list, I don't disturb them every day. Because disturbing them every day, they can report it to WhatsApp, and WhatsApp will block you. So I don't disturb them every day. So any day I make a withdrawal and I receive alert, I don't do maybe on Friday, I'll just show them one person's alert. So when I started showing them other people's alerts, they were complaining. So I focus on my status. But when I have my own alert, I post inside. But that shouldn't be your case. You can share one person's alert with them. Show, even when I'm not making money, I was showing them other people's alerts, what was possible by learning the digital skill. Okay, so most of the follow-up messages I'll be sharing with us, but I'm just giving us ideas so we can create our own personal idea. Okay, so this is another withdrawal. The following 2 weeks I shared with them. So this is where I talk to them. Now remember, for me to be talking to them here, it means all of them save my number. If they didn't save your number and you add them to your broadcast and you send message, they will not see it until they save your number. So make sure anybody that comes to your DM save your number. So these are the things I do. Now, aside from this, there's another thing I do. I log into my LAP accounts every Wednesday and Thursday, or Thursday and Friday. I log into my LAP accounts because anybody that indicates interest that comes to my WhatsApp business, that first autoresponder message, they've entered their details. I go into my LAP accounts every Wednesday or Thursday to make phone calls of all those that have registered. I write down the numbers that I can, the numbers that have registered within a period of time for me to make the phone calls. So I go to my referral. I go to my inactive. Inactive are those that have registered using my link, but they've not paid to become part of the organization. So if you can see here, I have over 26 pages. Each page has 10 names. So this is where I come and I click on any of the number. When you click on any of them, it will show you a red sign. The red sign is showing you their phone number and their email. So from their email, I can know their name. So what I used to do, I used to pick 30 or 40, depending on how many people register, to call them Wednesday and Thursday or Thursday and Friday, preparing them for Saturday business meeting. Though I think I'm going to write the script I use, the basic script I use. But I used to say different things, but I'm going to write a skeletal structure script. So someone should remind me on our WhatsApp group to give us the scripts I use in making phone calls. because that phone call is very important. Some people, when you make that phone call, it will give you the opportunity of following up on them, knowing their challenges, knowing as in communicating, because business is in the communication. The money you're looking for is in the phone call. So I know I've been chatting with some of them on WhatsApp, but others I've not been chatting with. It's even from phone call I come to know that some of them do not save my number. So on my broadcast, they are not even receiving it. Because some of them will be like that, they won't even talk to you, they won't say anything. Their mind may be carried away until I make that phone call, they will not remember. Okay, so this is another thing I do. I make sure I call my inactive prospects. Then the third thing I do is my email marketing. Let me see if I can log into my email marketing. Now, my email marketing, that's get responders. So for you to start your email marketing, you have to create your account, get responders. So the link to creating accounts is on the Telegram group. Okay, so my email marketing. This is where I create email that is automatic email that is delivering as people are clicking on my Afro funnel, registering themselves. Then while I'm doing this, I'm also practicing what T1 taught on the TMI portrait on Instagram. I'm also practicing what Sam have taught on Facebook every day. I have a schedule, my weekly schedule. I used to dedicate like Mondays are my prospecting day. So on Monday, I do everything they taught me on Facebook. Maybe I dedicate 30 minutes because I allocate myself a 30 minutes Facebook prospecting. Everything I'm doing Facebook, 30 minutes Instagram prospecting, everything I'm doing Instagram, I'm practicing what I was taught. 30, or I will say, okay, 10 minutes Twitter, 10 minutes LinkedIn, 10 minutes, this is how I allocate my time, and TikTok. This is what I do. So this is my autoresponder. These are different email copy I've written that I wrote. So you can see them. I have day one. Let me enlarge. I have day one. What they receive on day one. What they receive on day 10. What they receive on day 11. I have more than this. So with time, I think I'll also teach us email marketing. I'll get to teach us that too, and I'll give us the copies. Though LAP, on our LAP family, they gave us about 100 email scripts. But me personally, I'm not using the script exactly. I'm tweaking. So the day I'll be teaching us the email marketing, I'm going to copy. In fact, I won't copy. Everybody go to our WhatsApp group, click on Augusta Afro Funnel so that you can be receiving my copy. Now, the day I'll teach email marketing, you don't need to tell me, give me my copy of email marketing. You've already received it in your email. So just go and do copy, edit, and paste. I think it's better that instead of this one, I start copying up my email list and start it's stressful. So subscribe to my Afro Funnel so that I can be receiving what I'm sending to prospect. Now, when you receive, you can do what? You can now copy, edit, and paste. Any information that you don't know how to edit or you don't have resources, you can now share. You can ask me based on how to have your own instead of sharing my own. Okay, like for some content I was creating, someone like Mr. Victor that said he wants to study motivation speaking. I used to do inspirational speaking on my channel. So all of you, when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can go through what I've been doing for the past years. Okay. So that's another thing. So I was consistent doing these things. Every day I create my income generating activity timetable. Every day in the morning I say I'm learning this skill. In the afternoon, I'm carrying out this activity. In the night, just create your timetable based on what works for you. My timing is different from your time, but be committed and make sure that every day, one thing I know for sure, every day, I spend nothing less than 1 to 3 hours. Someone like me, I'm doing it full time. So I spend over out of 24 hours, I sleep for 4 hours, sometimes 5 hours. In fact, I sleep for 4 hours as a stretch, but I do take nap intermittently. So I work 18 hours all through. And also team building as a leader. So I do quite a lot. So I schedule my timetable. So I need all of us to learn how to manage our time. And when you say this is the time for this, focus on that thing. Discipline yourself to focus. You'll be so surprised as to what you can achieve in a short period of focus that you get to your timing on a particular thing. So at this point, At this point, we have come to the end of what we are learning today. So I want to give Mr. Chebu the opportunity to share with us, to give us his testimony on how he made his first sales. So February, I made my first 4 sales. Right now, I've made over 20 sales. I think getting to 30 sales. And this is my, I like calling this month my 3rd month, not my 4th month, because the whole of last month I didn't do anything. I dedicated the whole of last month to my family. So I didn't do much. I was doing some things, but not as active as I want. Okay, I didn't do any learning, but I did more of income generating activity. Okay, so right now I've earned more than $1,000, more than 500K. And my goal, I set my goal the way some other day. So my goal is to help each and every one of you and myself qualify for the Dubai Kenyan trip. Those of us that can even qualify for the car, we will qualify from our team, the digital wealth creators. Those of us that work towards qualifying to become a landlord or to own a property in Dubai and UK. These are the promo challenges. So for those of us that want to know more about the LAP VIP challenge, send a message on the Telegram. I'll forward you the video. Okay, so Mr. Chebu, over to you. You can share your testimony in less than, say, 10-15 minutes so that we can end for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying to this point.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Eminent Coach. I sincerely appreciate their coach, Eminent. And I thank God for the opportunity that we all run into. Yes. Quickly, this is a top secret, one way or the other, but it's not for any other thing. I hope we can all hear me. Can we hear?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Yes, sir. I'll go ahead. Yeah. There's no light already, but any which way, let's go ahead. You want to see a video? Okay, let's see if I can do that.
We are for us to watch.
Okay, you want us to be real so that people can be real. Get my shirt.
I just show us when you.
Okay, no problem. I'm coming. Yes. Hello, this is Mr. Shegun anyway.
Okay.
Are we all together?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. I think I came on board on LAP as of March, precisely between 16th of March or 18th of March. One way or the other, I got connected with Augusta, the coach. So I think I watched Samava's presentation that very Saturday, and I showed an interest. I was interested, and I think the link was sent to me, and I got in touch with coach. Augusta. So she made a call to me back, and I was really keen to log in. And honestly speaking, I want to tell every one of us this, that I had a plan. I was expectant of a certain lump sum somewhere and to use it for something else. And what I intend using it for, I discovered that on this same platform, the LAP platform, it has gotten all I could, even beyond what I will be aspiring for. So the thing told me that, why don't you mellow down? Even as I speak with us, what I'm expecting is yet to come. But I took up the faith. She called me, Augusta called me, said, are you really interested? I said, yes, I'm interested. In fact, we're discussing on probably if she could loan me. So she gave me 2 options. Said maybe I can do crowdfunding or raise some of the whole money if I'm going for the 50,000. And she volunteered that she's going to make a support of about 10,000 or 12,500 thereabouts. Or I should just sort out for something to start the basic plan. And part of the thing that she taught me was that, and I think I've had that, and that should be a lesson for every one of us and how to motivate others. She said, you can beg to get money to learn, that it is more advisable. I've read that, and that's why I'm telling you guys, that you can actually beg people to get you funds because you want to use it for learning. And she encouraged me that why can't I list out people that I know or that can actually be of help? And I actually did that. And to God's glory, there was a huge support one way or the other. But I registered because I had a lot of things at hand. I registered for the basic plan. And it started like that because I saw the platform that it has an offer. This is not a business of I've invested because she told me her story too. And I've taken out the time to go and look for her. She told me her story, what she has invested in. And I begin to follow up. I see the platform as a platform of learning. I see the platform as a platform of acquiring skills. And that's the way most of us should begin to see things now. And that's the honest truth. And that's the way it can only yield a good result for us. I registered as a basic um, member, and it all started like that. I think barely 2 or 3 weeks into the program, because I was consistent on every Saturday program and all the rest like that. And with the little one they pushed to me, the 2MI48, I was going through it, and I put myself into it. But the first prospect that I was supposed to register went to her. And it looks to me as if, wow, my first registration, you can imagine, my first bat went to my coach.
Because that was
yes.
He copied what I was doing instead of him to remove the link. He forgot.
Just like what she said. Instead of editing, I couldn't, but I just pushed like that. And that's why some of you, as I think some of this, my brothers are still on the platform. Like TB is on the platform now. He's on the platform. Do you know? He's there.
Okay.
TB is there. Yes, he's there. He's there. Yes, he's there. He's there. He's there. That was why even the car day and all that. So that alone supposed to be a discouragement for me. But we had an agreement. In fact, I thought maybe she's going to be able to transfer. She said she wouldn't be able to do that, but she will give me the money. And, to cut the long story short, I keep at it. I registered somebody on the VIP, which I was still on the basic plan. And that should send also a signal that we are not limited by where we find ourselves. We should think more, and we can actually get more than where we are. So I made up my mind that I'm going to be learning. I'm going to give into it. That I assume that I'm going for a school program or I'm going for a learning skill program. So I put all myself into it. Just like she said, I have my own jotter too. My books. I have my books. Books that I write. I keep recording. I go for class and I will write time. I'll write time on it. I'll write the lecture. I'll write the name of the coach that was taking us that particular time. And to cut it long short, I was still on basic. I was able to register. I think my first registration again was at another basic, which was at my brother. In fact, you told him, hey, you didn't come on board now, but he just paid his advance. So, but we mellowed it down. I think I registered my brother, Timothy. And he never knew. I never told him. But I was learning fast, and I was able to teach him. Even with the basic plan, I was pushing something to him. And many others that I was able to register on the VIP. I just got registered on VIP when? That was when? Day before yesterday. And to the glory of God, I've been able to get my 4 sales via basics. And one of the things we should begin to learn now, in fact, I'm trying to put something together, is that when some people hear that we're coming on online space, some people want to see it like, is it a business? It's not a business. I do tell my people like that. Anybody I'm conversing, it's not business. It's a learning program. Take it as if you want to, like, you are coming in for a program. Do you know that people run their university program online now? People earn their masters online now. People in their PhD, you can't really recognize worldwide. So why can't you now push for a learning program that come? This is an high digital income. And I've been able to talk to people from that perspective. In fact, a friend of mine was asking me.
Process of learning, you make money by acting.
Yes, yes. Now, a friend of mine said, from my hand, what can I discuss? And if I would have shared, maybe I'll share that with Augustus. I was able to, because I've been hearing prospecting, even on one of the platforms, it will cost you data. It will cost you time.
That's the school fees.
Yes, that's the school fees. That I don't have that. Who was saying that? He said it's only. I think it was Kelvin. I think it was on Kelvin's platform, and I begin to really. You will pay for a lot of things. That you pay to pay attention. As I was listening to, every Saturday when they are doing VIP challenges, I make sure I log in. When we talk of time, one of the things boss had told me, and I really, incite my spirit more is that when I was chatting her one-on-one at the inception before coming on board, I told her, "Are you on board?" She said, "Yes, she's on board." And I said, "How far? Are you be truthful with the platform?" She now said, "I don't want to go into the money aspect." But when I asked her, I said, "She's a lady, truly. She's not just an ordinary lady." When she told me that she sleeps 4 hours, then something ring in my brain that you as a man, a woman can tell you that she sleeps 4 hours.
I'm telling you.
Then you now tell me, it's productive. No, she wouldn't be productive. She'll be less productive. I was discussing with somebody, said they give this MTN, they'll give you, because the guy checked my mega, he checked my meg, and we now saw 14 point something gig. The guy was not telling me that they know nobody will use that meg. Says a lie. Said if you want to be an extraordinary person, then you live an extraordinary life. You know that politicians don't speak in the middle of the night. Said this meg, I do go in for it. When I wake up around 3 times, I'll make sure that you have a free meg now to go on your YouTube. Use it to watch your VIP challenge at times. And one of the things they taught us is that if you can do it once, you can do it over and over. I was in basic. I just got on my VIP platform. She said she confirmed it now. And I have a balance of about even $60 on my account. And I'm not ready because of maybe when they are cash out, when they are paying out. Let's be ready to pay along and pay attention to the learning. And I can always assure that there's still more. If I sent somebody, who was talking? Victor, yes. I think I'll tell Victor to speak with a female friend I have. She said she doesn't understand. I know she's a professional teacher. I said she doesn't understand. I said, we are going into the digital space. The world has gone digital. It's not even we are going. Yeah, it has gone. It has gone. I told her, like, she's a teacher. I said, you know that teaching is a profession, it's a skill. She wasn't responding, but I took her from her own profession that teaching is a skill. As you know that teaching is a skill, there are still so many other digital skills now that you will use in the digital space. Look at Victor, he was telling us that in the course of the COVID, he now went into YouTube teaching. So I think we have more that we can always achieve on the platform. And for everyone that is on board now, then let's not relent. It will be costing us. Sam Harvard himself will be coming already now. They are saying that they should pay 5,000. Sort out for how you can get that. And if you can't get that, please, I can always assure you that Coach is always pushing things for us. I wish every one of us the best. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Yes. I really admire your zeal, your courage, your tenacity. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, that's why he's on a basic. I'll tell you that he's even far ahead of many of us that are even on VIP. Trust me, and that's where we talk about the spirit, the zeal. Now, while he was talking, something came to my head. There's one last thing I do I forgot to share with you guys, and that is my topmost secret. If I should release that secret here, I may have to share this video public. Now, there's something I do to all my contacts outside what I've done through broadcast. There's something I'm doing right now. Let me share it with my phone. I go on my Telegram. All of you have Telegram. You have people's contacts on Telegram, right? Let me share to you guys something I'm doing that is very powerful. I forgot to share it. It just came to my mind while Mr. Chevy was talking. And I'll share the message with us. Now, while I grouped everybody on a broadcast, my normal WhatsApp, and sending those messages, I now decided to start sending them a message privately, one by one. It takes time, it takes work. This is what we call organic. I'm also doing paid adverts, but I want to pass through. I'm someone that I want to pass through the process so that when I'm teaching someone, I will know how it feels. I'll be an authority. Like, I'm someone that I don't teach what I don't do. I do, then I come and teach. So while I'm doing my paid advert, I'm doing organic, I'm taking the pain. I have staffs that work for me. But you see that phone call, I told myself I'll be the one to do it. Because I want to gain what it is like, because it's in the doing I learn. So ladies and gentlemen, let me show you guys something I'm doing. There are two messages I created. I created two messages. Now these messages, I identify my audience, who they are, their kind of mindset, and I now determine which of the message will I send to them privately. Now, this is the message. This is what the message looks like. I have a goal to assist 10 persons make, this wasn't the first one. My first message was 50,000, but I was advancing. So you can put the message based on what you've earned. Don't put what I've earned though. Don't put it, because when they start challenging your proof, be ready to prove what you're saying. So in your case, you can put someone like Mr. Chegu. You can say, I have a goal to make 10 persons or 20 persons make 50,000 naira weekly in 8 weeks, because I have personally made 200,000 naira weekly. You can do that one for yourself, Mr. Chegu. Now, those of us that now, this script is for those of us that have started making money, because when they ask you to prove, you can prove. But if you want to do copy and paste and try, you can do for yourself. Anything works. Remember, you don't make mistakes in life. You only learn and move on. Someone like me, I do a lot of things and I test wrong. So you can also copy and paste, but you can reduce based on what you can defend. In case someone asks you how, in case someone asks you for proof, but some will not ask you for proof. They want to know more. So I now start sending this message privately, individually. Sometimes I do 50. In fact, let me tell us something. In a day, I prospect over 500 persons. 100 on my private WhatsApp, 100, in fact, 200 on my private WhatsApp, 100 on Telegram, then 200 in another external source where I have phone numbers, a different business line I did 4 years ago where I have phone numbers. There is an organization that gives me database of people, so I get access to people's phone number. Okay, so every day I make sure I prospect to nothing less than 100, between 100 to 500 every day. In fact, 500, averagely 300 every day. I send this message to. Now I analyze the kind of people I'm sending the message to privately. Some will say, will reject you. Some will throw objections. Some will curse you. Some will tell you, go and help your family, scammer. But some is in the process. The message is sieving out the right mindset and the negative mindset. Now, the right mindset, when they see, they won't even talk to you. They'll click on the link immediately that will take them to where they need to get the information. While some will say, how does it work? Tell them, click on the link. So you can copy this message. This link you're seeing here is my WhatsApp link. But when you learn WhatsApp growth hack, when you go into WhatsApp growth hack, you will learn how to use Bitly. So this link now, you see, I've started becoming a professional. So I've learned. So this is my WhatsApp link. So once they click on it, it takes them to my WhatsApp. So you see, I put my details and I put my phone number just in case if the link is not clicking. Now that's the first message. Another message I do, I test the two messages to see the one people respond more to. And I say, congratulations, you are among the 20 shortlisted persons from Lagos. You can change it to the state. for the Global Digital High Income Skill Empowerment Program organized by Cisco/RDI project. But in your own case, if you don't know what Cisco and RDI project is, you can put Alpha Lion Digital Wealth Creators, or you can put Lenoflix, LAP. Just put LAP. They don't need to know the full meaning. Alpha Lion, then you can do average this thing. Alpha Lion DW, Digital Wealth Creator. You can just look for a way to put acronym /LAP. So that is the message. This project will give you access to learn high income digital skill, blah, blah, blah. Click on the link below to gain access. Look at what I said. To gain access and receive the Zoom link. Also, an audio gift free ebook will be given. So when they come, some are coming in because of the free ebook on the Millionaire booklet, a ebook on Millionaire booklet I'm giving them. So this book entices them. So I send this. So I do this one individually on my contacts, one by one on my normal WhatsApp. So I also do it on my Telegram. All the contacts, you see everybody on Telegram and your contact, you see them. So I used to send a message one for them, but I don't just send. I used to warm the list like, hello, hi, how are you doing? Hi, it's family and work. Then I'll send, when we've established a level of excitement, like warming up, then I can now make the post. Okay, so you can do 10 warming up today. Tomorrow you send them the message. 10 warming up today. You can do 20, you can do 100. 100 warming up today. Tomorrow you send the message. So I did it on my Telegram, I did it on my YouTube. Then I also upload what I'm doing on WhatsApp, on my Facebook, and on my Instagram. Even those broadcasts, I do it one by one on my Facebook contacts. I go to Messenger. I create a relationship by warming our relationship. How are you doing? Getting to know each other. Hello, how are you doing? How is fine? How is work? Then I use that broadcast, that first broadcast we do. I use it on my contacts one by one on Facebook, one by one on Instagram. Then at the end, when I've given them a space of time, I come and send this message. When they are not responding to the broadcast, the WhatsApp script I use, when they don't respond, I now send this one to them. So interested person, out of 100, 10 must send me a DM. And out of that 10, at least 5 will say yes. 1 will say yes immediately. The remaining will come as a result of follow-up. And follow-up, 80% of your sales is made on the 12th and the 15th time you follow up on an individual. That is where wealth is made. Okay, so I'm going to send us this on WhatsApp. So please let's ensure that we edit. Very important, edit. So at this point, I'll be ending this meeting. So thank you very much, each and every one of us. So do I have anyone that wants to say anything? You're free to say anything. We are ending. Mr. AB, Mr. Victor, do you have anything to say?
Thank you very much, Ma, for the time spent.
Thank you very much, sir.
God will continue to increase you. I have learned massively this evening, and my energy is increased to continue the journey.
Thank you very much, sir. So let's learn. Let's learn as we grow. Let's grow as we learn, and let's make. Remember, Lenoflix, you learn, act on what you are learning. Don't be scared of mistake. Ask questions. When you ask questions, you receive enlightenment. Work on the mistakes. Learn the lessons that come with the mistake. Act on them. Make money. Then we can flex later. Okay. I really wish to see each and every one of us on Wednesday at the Radisson Hotel, the team meeting with Sam Harvard. Please don't miss it. Do all you can to be there, because Sam Harvard is going to be dishing out a lot of projects and vision for the organization and the plans he has for presidency, and how all of us are going to play an important role in changing Nigeria and also the world. Very important. And there, the skeletal structure on how you can be making 1 million naira every day by intercepting on transaction globally will be unveiled. But the only people that will take advantage of that are those that have mastered all the skills on LAP. That is why I don't want us to see of now, think of the future. LAP is bigger than what we think. That thing we are seeing, you don't even know the organization you just connected to. By the time you start receiving some coded information of what LAP is all about, And what the board of directors, more especially Sam Harvard, God, I really bless God for this young man. This man has a vision for LAP, and the kind of vision he has will be the first and one of this kind, not just in Nigeria, not just in Africa, but in the entire world. So just know that you are part of a global organization that is going to leave a mark in this earth. And guess what? You'll be among those playing that role. You'll be among the building blocks that will create that change. A lot is going to happen to your life, your family life, your financial life. In fact, there will be a change in your life just being part of LAP. So ensure you are connected on Wednesday. If there will be a record, I'll send it. So I hope so. So thank you very much and have a great and wonderful day. Thank you very much for your time. So those of you watching the replay, make sure you watch, subscribe to my channel. Everything I talked about, you have access to them.
Thank you so much, too.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.